Hello again, my name is Gabe Zollner. This is the 30th of April 2017. You want to take a few minutes and read the attached article. It's posted on Canada Free Press. The title, Greedy Grifters, Barack and Michelle Obama Robbing Blind the Party That Made Them. It should have also added the party that they ended up destroying as well. This was written by Judy McLeod. I believe she's the editor of the Canada Free Press. You'll see a picture of smiling Barack, and there's a sign of Wall Street behind him, and there's money floating all around him. Wake-up call for all the OWS, Occupy Wall Street activists. You can't occupy Wall Street because greedy grifters Barack and Michelle Obama are already squatting on it. Obama's become one of the one percenters. Here's a guy that had a Chrysler Cordoba before he stole the Oval Office, and now he's a one percenter. I don't believe he ever held a golf club in his hand before he stole the Oval Office, but that's a different story. What's interesting, and there's a whole lot that's interesting, Wall Street just paid Barack $400,000 to give a teleprompter reading. That's equivalent to the president's first year salary, or any year's salary. Former President Obama, upcoming speech to Wall Streeters, is putting $400,000 in his pocket and putting longtime supporters in a difficult situation. The longtime Obama supporters have always been in a sticky and tricky situation. They just didn't want the electorate to know about it and had no worries of it ever finding sunlight out as so long as the mainstream media was in the tank with the Democratic leader. Quote, Democratic Party leaders and grassroots activists alike are at a loss to explain how the one-time champion of the 99 percenters could cash in with a September address at the healthcare conference run by investment firm Cantor Fitzgerald. Quote, spiritual leaders of the people's #resistance cashes in with $400K speech to Wall Street bankers. Now what's interesting is a quote from Elizabeth Warren. Money is a snake that slithers through Washington. She would know. You know, if you do a little bit of research, you'll see that I think around 50% of those that play in the Senate and in Congress are multi-millionaires. Senator Elizabeth Warren said, quote, was troubled by that when asked her opinion on Sirius XM, Alter Family Politics radio show this morning, but she held back from criticizing the president directly while referring repeatedly to her new book, quote, this fight is our fight, end of quote, in which she outlines her concerns about big money influence on American politics. You know how much money she's made flipping houses? You want to do some research on that, huh? Her and her brother. Quote, one of the things I talk about in this book is the influence of money. It's a snake that slithers through Washington. Calls to other prominent Liberals elected officials, including Senator Bernie Sanders, the Vermont independent who ran hard for the Democratic president's nomination by championing the middle class and denouncing Wall Street, and Senator Minority Leader Chuck Schumer were not immediately returned. Now, Bernie Sanders is interesting. He's been in the Senate for I don't know how many years. And I think he just, yeah, I know he did because I did a video on it. He bought a $600,000 summer home You have to ask yourself a question. How do these folks do it? Well, they do it because of corruption. Yeah, Barack Hussein Obama, I want you to reflect back on his farewell speech. I believe he said it twice, and I recall doing videos on it. I can't believe we got away with it. Huh? He said it twice. How about the comments that he made at the last Correspondents' Dinner? The end of the Republic never looked so good. And this might very well be the last Correspondents' Dinner. He was wrong on that, they just had one. But why would the President of the United States say that the end of the Republic never looked so good? And people are going, idiots. I'll attach the link. You have a look at it. You let me know what you think. Why would bankers pay Obama $5, let alone $400,000 to give a speech? What could he say that is so overwhelmingly of interest to them? Absolute joke. That's sort of what I think. Read the article. Let me know what you think. Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders. The whole thing is insane. If you don't think they've been screwing us for a very long time, they meaning the government, you're not thinking.